上周，来自曼省的国会议员 Kevin Lamoureux 号召目前在曼省省提名体系下遭遇困境的申请人们来到省议员 Cindy Lamoureux 的竞选办公室，向民众收集意见，并向加拿大联邦政府反馈这一问题。艾薇的小伙伴们为了表达对申请人们的支持，也同样冒着寒风前往了活动现场。Kevin 在现场陈述了目前的主要问题。
Chances are you're here because you were an international student. You came to Canada, in particular to Manitoba, because you thought that if you come here as an international student, you study. After studying, you would work for 6 months, and then you'll be able to get a provincial nominee certificate, and then you'll be able to get your permanent resident and ultimately land and become a citizen of Canada. That's the reason why you came to Canada, because that's what you believed, okay? The reality is that Canada is in a bit of a problem in the sense that 750,000 plus people have done likewise. And there is no way that 750,000 people are going to be landing in Canada based under that particular program. The good news is that some provinces did a better job than other provinces in managing international students. So if you came to Ontario and you're graduating from Ontario, that's going to be very difficult. If you come to Manitoba and only Manitoba, then you have a far greater chance at being able to become a permanent resident. So what is the actual process? If I was to ask everyone in this room, is there anyone here that is not an international student, or you are not the spouse of an international student? Is there anyone here that does not apply to? Put up your hand. Right? So no one's putting up their hand. So that tells me, as I thought, you're all international students. The next issue is, how many of you have completed your studies? My best guess is that every one of you have completed your studies. Is there any one of you here that has not completed your studies? And again, I don't see any hands, okay? Now we start to get a little bit more complicated. You're here and you're working. Chances are you have an open work permit. There's a very good chance, I hope, that you've put in your application for a provincial nominee certificate. Some of you are actually in the system now. You actually are in the system and now you're just waiting for your nominee certificate. That's actually good news, okay? Unfortunately, it can take up to 9 months before you get your certificate.
那么这件事仍在继续发酵，未来更多的进展呢，艾薇的小伙伴也会第一时间为大家分享，也欢迎大家关注我们的账号和每天的直播内容。我是 Charlie，我们下期视频再见。